Welcome to Last World Boxing Special Edition. Today's topic is which boxer is going to have a breakout year in 2025. Joined by Darren. Good evening, Darren.
Hello, mate.
So, over to you then, Darren. So, which prospect boxer is going to have a breakout year in 2025? Over to you.
I've thought Dalton Smith, thought Adam Azim, thought Junaid Boston. But there's only one for me, and that's Mr. Italma. I think he's gonna make the world. Even he probably already is, but I think he's going to make the world stand on notice. I don't think there's anyone else that you can say in world boxing that's gonna make an impact like he's gonna.
I agree, but could they move him a bit too quick, Daz?
I did think that. I did think you've got to probably slow him down. But what's the point?
I know.
What is the point? I mean, listen, let's not chuck him in with Usyk next, or Fury, or even Dubois. Let's not chuck him in with them. But listen, after watching him v McKee, mate, he's so intelligent. I think he beats Wardley. I think he beats Fabio Wardley. I think he's very, very clever. What do you do with him? It's no good putting him in with a Dave Allen or a Johnny Fisher or a Fraser Clark. It's too good. Too good.
The better hope does it. He gasses down the home stretch. If you don't gas down that home stretch, I'm not sure what weakness he's got.
Mate, if he's got a chin on him as well. If he's got a chin on him, whereas I'm not saying if you get it. I mean, listen, Fabio Wardley's got world-class power.
Yeah.
So if say he fights Wardley and Wardley hits him on chin and Moses smiles at him, I mean, rest of heavyweight division are going to be like, oh my God. But I'm not saying that he'd just smile at him. But if he gets wobbled and recovers quick, when he's still got his wits about him, I just think he's a very, very exciting prospect.
Where do you think? So we're sat in, let's say January 2026. Where would you expect him to be? He's going to have what, 3, 4, 5 fights, I'd imagine, at this stage.
Mate, I'd say he's got to be then on verge of a fight for the main world titles. He's got to be, if not the last fight in this year. You'd probably, the only fighters I'd probably say avoid at minute would be probably Usyk because of his ring smarts, but then you'd say Fury. But then you go back to the story that apparently he gave Tyson L in sparring.
Yeah.
But sparring.
Different to under the lights, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Dubois may be a little bit too seasoned as well, but not a lot. For me, it's got to be next. I'd like to see him either in with that Justice Honey, which I don't think will happen.
I don't think they're risking
Hughie Fiore. Oof. Or Fabio Wardley. I think he's that good.
You're have trouble matchmaking this kid, though, aren't you? Because Wardley's going to look and go, why am I going to jump in with him?
Yeah, the thing with the Wardley fight is Ben Davison's involved in Wardley's corner as well. That might not happen. But I think Hughie Fiore's a good fight.
They don't shy away from fights, do they?
No. Hughie Fiore's a good fight.
I'd like to see that because Peter Fiore would want to come up with a game plan, wouldn't he?
And
awkward, isn't it? It's a bit
awkward. Hughie might take him a few rounds as well. And you sort of got in back of your mind that you think, listen, it's a fight Hughie would fancy winning. So it's interesting.
Just coming to Adam Azim for a minute, obviously 21-year-old, just beat Ahara Davis, who, let's be honest, had one foot in retirement, didn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
How far can you see that kid going? Because he's in a killer of a division.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's same with him and Dalton, to be fair. They're both in division full of killers. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I mean, he's got about 5 years on Dalton, hasn't he? I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an hard one, mate, because it's that stacked. You know, they said that it was a shoo-in that Dalton Smith was going to be a world champion. Not so sure it is, to be fair, in that division. And same with Azim as well. I'm not sure it is.
Who has the best career out of them two, does, when they both hang up the gloves? I'll go Dalton.
Yeah. Mate, it's a tough one, that. It's a tough question because Azim's got 5 years on him. Mate, honestly, it's an hard question. Dalton, I mean, they're both super talented. You know, you can't take away from that. I do think that Adam's a bit more measured. You know, I don't think.
Have you got the power though? Have
You got me.
Have you got the power to hang at world level at that division?
Well, I think Azim. I don't know. I think it's a bit harder than Dalton. Dalton's very mate. It's a solid question. That really is a solid question. It might come down to the fact that Dalton's a local lad, and so I'm going to say Dalton. But I don't know, mate. You know, with him having 5 years, Azim could have.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
And they're waiting for Dalton, aren't they? Let's be honest, they're waiting for him to get a little bit older. Let's say.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think both of them, you know, they do get clipped. They're not totally elusive. But yeah, I mean, I think probably just going on the 5 years, I'd say Azim probably has the more successful career.
Here's one. This is my opinion. I think Grant's got a lot to thank Dalton for, because I think Dalton put Grant on the map in terms of boxing training, if I'm honest, being a trainer, if I'm honest. I don't expect you to comment on that. That's just my opinion.
Well, listen, there's a saying, isn't there? Right place, right time.
Yeah.
And you could say that for Ben as well.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I think Charlie and Sonny went to him because they was on the GB squad with Dalton.
Yeah.
But you know, listen, no matter how Grant's got there, he's there, and you know, good luck to him. He's a nice fella, Grant, as well.
He is. I've met him a few times.
Yeah,
And Dalton.
nice
So, like I said, it's just my opinion. Obviously, he trained Bostain, don't he, as well, Grant?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Listen, I mean, you've got Pierce there as well. Pierce is a good kid as well. I think if you're going to talk about falling lucky, I think there's no one fell luckier than Ben Davison, if I'm honest. When he was involved with Tyson, you know, that you know, that put him, and then through that he got involved with Billy Joe. But listen, he's in that situation and he's making the most of it.
This goes for Grant and Ben. They've still got to be good enough to do it, hasn't there? So
exactly.
You know what I mean? They've got to be good enough to hold it.
Yeah, you can be put in a kitchen, but don't mean you can make an omelette.
That's right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So I do say that a little bit tongue in cheek about Dalton Smith, but I mean the job.
Listen, I get what you're saying, and you know, good luck. I mean, you know, it's a tough business training.
But they both seize the opportunity, haven't they? That's what it's all about. A bit like you, just seizing the opportunity.
It's what?
A bit like you and Emily, you got to seize the opportunity.
She chose me, mate.
So go on then, Daz. In terms of who's gonna have a breakout year, who is in the last belt award to?
It's Moses Italma, mate.
I think he'll have a belt round his waist by this time next year when we sit down again.
Yeah, it's Moses Italma all day long.
Like, comment, subscribe, agree or disagree. Apologies, Grant and Ben, if you're watching. Post your comments below. This has been Last Bell Boxing. See you on the next video. Thank you.